Hello there. Welcome back to entering the Gungeon. The Gungeon enters the place of things. We're on the second episode of Enter the Gungeon. We unlocked these guys in the last video, and they already have a ton of stuff that we should and will buy. So I'm just going to kind of roll down the line. These are all 2, 2, 2, 1. A Tommy gun. Thank you, please. Might as well buy everything that we possibly can to start out here. We are going in as the convict, who of course has his own special stuff with him as well. He starts with the sawed-off, which is, I mean, it's not an incredible weapon, but at least me personally, I find it to be pretty okay early game. I also get a free chest at the beginning, which gives me a free knife shield. I mean, it is okay. Yeah, you know what? I think it is okay enough. I think it is better than the Molotov. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm high as a kite, but I think having a shield around me could be beneficial in the future. I couldn't remember if it was just a one-time use item, but it definitely isn't. It definitely is a multi-use item that's going to allow us to hopefully, well, I suppose when we roll, they still go away, so that's not as useful. But look, we'll figure out something. We'll make it work, and everything will be a-okay. I don't need a grappling hook, and frankly, I don't need the unfinished gun as well. What I will need from that shop is most likely a key when we finally get the opportunity to get a key here shortly. A key, it's the word here in Spanish, a key. And basically what I'm saying is we need to get here. We need to get there. We need to get a key. Okay, I'm going to open this. It gave me a musical note. Better and better. I don't know what the musical note does. I don't know what metronome does. So we're going to see here. Thank you. Everything has joined the loadout. Improve equipped gun on each sequential kill. Taking damage or changing guns will reduce the bonus back to 0. Okay, this is like the ultimate Tyler item, because I basically refuse to switch guns ever. And really, we should just use our revolver, because it doesn't have ammo. So we basically just, like, forever level up this gun. Yeah, so like it leveled up there. I have no idea what it's actually leveling up. But, like, it's doing significantly more damage to these guys, which I think is really cool. I think this is a positive. Maybe eventually I will just have the world's greatest pistol that this world has ever seen, or revolver, whatever the hell this gun is. Just don't change guns, and we'll be fine. I think, so it was, I lost it if I got hit or changed my gun. Was that it? It wasn't when I reload, right? I mean, that would be ridiculous if that was the case. Let me just check that real quick. So it's taking damage or changing guns. Okay, so, I mean, realistically, we are going to reach a point where I am going to eventually lose this, because I'm going to end up taking damage. But you can see, yeah, you know what? We're actually killing those guys in 2 hits now. The yellow guys, regular bulletkins, that's crazy good. I got kind of, I kind of think we have something going here. We also get ourselves a key. I can pick this up without any negative consequence. Just be careful of this big boy. Are we knocking out bulletkins in 1 hit now? Because if we are, that's even crazier good. You know, we might be in a position where this boss on this floor is a piece of cake, just because we have a super upgraded starting gun here. And really, I mean, this is an item. We don't have to constrain it to just a pistol. If we find another gun that is... We just actually rolled away an exploding thing. That was a little strange. But if we find ourselves a gun here in the future that is, you know, a high ammo type thing that we can use a lot, then obviously we will spend our time using that as well and just getting the benefit. So that's good. It's very good. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. Just got off work. It was a very nice and Easy drive home, not a lot of traffic. I'm moving at a swift pace through life. I don't think we're going to do the secret room here, even though realistically I am going to buy another key. And if this chest sucked, then I wouldn't want to. Holy crap. I mean, yeah, buy it immediately. That gave me the prototype railgun. It does mean I changed guns, so I lost my bonus anyway. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm pretty sure that no matter what, we probably were still going to have a better chance of flawlessing this boss with a legendary gun than we would have with our pistol. So we're gonna do that. What is this? It does like a big old scary laser beam. So then we fire it. Okay. It does okay damage. I don't think this is the best gun in the game by any stretch of the imagination, if I'm being honest with you. I think it's okay. I think it's doing good damage. I think we might have struck out a little bit in terms of a legendary gun. Just because I know what kind of legendary guns are out there. I mean, there are just like 10 times better legendary guns. I felt the need to use a blank there. This will hurt me. Okay, we're fine. A flawless here would be very good for the future of our run. And we're very, very close to getting it. Just don't mess it up. He's dead. Okay. Very good job, guys. Good job, team. You had nothing to do with this, but good job, team. I also took it upon myself to put on, many of you told me, also, this is a really good gun. That's normally a legendary gun, I believe. Or I'm just completely forgetting what this gun is. I'm just going to go down. We'll use this on the next floor. It looks like just a good AK type gun, which is great. I'm very happy about it. But I turned on the setting. You guys told me in the last episode, which you really enjoyed. I appreciate the love on the video. You all want like significantly more Gungeon, so I'm going to try to put out more. Also, this gun, very good. I do. Oh, this is the one. Yeah, you know what? This is exactly the gun that I thought it was. The damage isn't great, but it has like a melee attack that pushes back. It does like a little bit of knockback on enemies. And I'm assuming it pushes back bullets as well, although I don't quite remember. But if we can get a nice couple upgrades on this guy, and then basically just use him throughout the floor, hopefully get like an ammo drop or something, then we're gonna be sitting pretty. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna take the ammo drop and use this as much as possible. We're probably not gonna get the prime primer today. We've already used some money, so I don't even think it's necessarily a good idea to plan for that right now. I understand that we've unlocked the recipe for the bullet to kill the past, but I don't think that we need to super stress about killing past right now. I mean, it's literally the second episode. We've done borderline nothing in the grand scheme of things, so we can wait a little bit. It's going to be a focus. It's just I'm playing to play right now. Possibly get a dragon kill. Kind of move on through day. I mean, keep in mind we do have to kill the dragon once before we can even. Oh, I got hit. Wow, I did not think I did. We have to kill the dragon once before we can even get the bullet to kill the past. So it's not necessarily the end of the world if we don't get it right this second on the second run of this save file. Is not the end of the world. This is a pretty good chest. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to take it. That is a ring with a snake on it. Ring of ethereal form. And it was a cursed item. Let's take a look at this. I'm assuming it's pretty good. Temporary incorporeality. Briefly allows one to transverse the ethereal planes. In addition to incorporeality, this bestows flight. Take care not to fall upon return. I do not want to restart. So I pop it, I'm invincible, and I can fly. You know what? I honestly think I can get down with that. It's weird enough. I don't necessarily think I haven't actually popped the knife shield in several. I probably should have popped it right then and there one last time. stay with you one last time. Don't you got honey but doop da bada is what we got. We got some rich love. That I don't know about how well that one's gonna transverse across the waves here. Plus I genuinely don't think I had any of the lyrics right, so that's also a minor problem. Look, I know what many of you, what in the hell is this room? I know what many of you are going to say. I hate you a lot. I know what many of you are going to say in regards to... There's a lot of weird crap in this room. I know what many of you are going to say in regards to how I just played the past room or so. You're going to say, Tyler, you should be trying to get that benefit from that item, the metronome. You should be trying to get those upgrades. I don't know, to be honest with you. Big Iron is an okay room clear. I don't know if I should. I'm starting to... If it was a dramatically good upgrade that I was getting, it'd be one thing. But the problem is so many of these guns, we're going to run out of ammo in them. And there's some guns that are just better in certain situations than others. And I think we're just going to reach a point. Also, this gun is sucking a lot. So I'm going to take a range check. I'm doing jag diddly squat with that gun. At least like at long range, like I was trying to do right there. We got a sniper boy. He said, hi, you sniper boy. I said, see you, sniper boy. You die too. What do I need? I need probably the fight saber, just so I can continue. Here's the deal. We have a lot of green items that are not very good. And I understand that green is supposed to be good, which is why I'm a little bit irritated with the fact right now. But it doesn't mean we can't turn these into better things in the future. I mean, you got to keep in mind we do have, we're going to at least see one gun muncher somewhere on this run. We don't have enough like other special stuff unlocked to get something other than the gun muncher. It's kind of like the starting thing that you will get repeatedly all over kind of thing. So we do want to... We're probably going to want a gun munch later. And get that kind of stuff figured out. Okay, you're easy. Should be able to flawless again, which honestly would be... that would be awesome if we do. Also do have to kill our friend there. And kill these guys. Already like halfway through this fight. It's going absolutely swimmingly. Although I do need to blank to get out of the way. And then I did get hit, which is unfortunate. And we lose out on our flawless. But you know what? In the grand scheme of things, we have played this fight pretty well. And I think that we'll be just fine on this run. To at least make it... Yo, for me right now, I think that I make it to the 4th floor in these early runs. That's pretty good for me. Later on, it'll be, you know, 5th floor bust, and then way later on, it'll be, you know, kill the dragon or bust kind of situation. Litchy trigger finger is meh. It's not that good. So I am going to check the shop for another key, which there is not, and then I'm going to go and live a happy life. And I had a heart there, so we go. That works out real well. I was thinking earlier today, this is just time for Tyler's random thoughts. We classify like words in the English language, and I want to preface this by saying I think that the English language, like 95% of the time, sucks. I think it's one of the most difficult languages to learn. The reason why so many people learn it is because a large chunk of pop culture and stuff along those lines is in English. So any other countries that are, you know, watching American television, you're going to pick up on the language, what things mean. You know, all languages are like this. It's just, you know, unless we're listening to Despacito on repeat all day long, we're not necessarily seeking out things that are in Spanish in the US, you know, and it's not like we're seeking out things that are in Chinese or in Arabic. I don't know. I'm just picking random languages at this point. It's a different kind of language gap that you have there. So I'm allowed to say I think that learning the English language is horrible. And that's coming from somebody who obviously speaks fluent English. I was raised... I'm literally from Ohio. Like, this is not a confusing thing to... would you like to not, buddy? This is not a confusing thing to understand. I speak English. I don't speak another language. I know a little bit of American Sign Language. And I know enough Spanish to say, you know, hola, ¿cómo está? Muy bien. Y tú? Y gracias. I basically said, hello, how are you? I'm good. And you, thank you. To some extent. There might have been, like, another swear word in there somewhere, but I don't think so. I think I nailed it pretty much on the head. So I do know other languages. I have taken time. I took Spanish classes while I was in school. I understand and can read Spanish. I can't necessarily have a full conversation in Spanish with somebody, but if you gave me a Spanish sentence, there's a good chance I'll be able to tell you what it means. At least, like, basic sentences. If you're going to start talking about nuclear physics in a Spanish sentence, there's a good chance that I'm going to end up struggling there. But, I mean, if you gave me a sentence about nuclear physics in English, I'm probably going to struggle there too. So this is not necessarily something that is surprising to any one human being. And frankly, you probably think I'm dumb, so you would go, Tyler, you can't understand nuclear physics anyway. Anyway. I did say anyway twice right there. Anyway, I was thinking about the English language and how people can get confused by it, because we literally have a word, and now that I am taking the time to actually process these sentences, I realize how many other words have this, including the word realize. Okay? So you literally have, and I mean literally. People yell at me for saying literally a lot, but this is about literature. This is not about literature, so maybe never mind. Open that. That is a golden feather. I am Icarus. Just the way I like it, to be honest with you. We did have a way to fly before, but oh well, life goes on. I mean, we had our active item, but maybe we'll get a better active item if you want to give me double vision, which is I'm not going to make a foreigner reference to that one, mainly because I'm trying to do that song in my head right now and I can't find the beat. I'm going to look like an idiot if I just try to sing a foreigner song that I don't actually know the lyrics to. But anyway, so we have words where, you know, I can say restart, okay? And restart means to start again, featuring Logic and One Republic. But if we take other words, you know, one would assume then, if you're learning English, that every time somebody has a word that starts with re, that means that they're doing something over again. You know, this is mighty unfortunate, so I will take some junk and we'll live a happy life. It's unfortunate. I should have taken the time to go get the key before I went in there. Rough life for you and me. But I mean, we'll survive. But one would assume that whenever you use the word re in front of a verb, that means that you're gonna have you're gonna be doing something over again. And the problem that I have is, you know, if I'm gonna learn something, and then I'm going to... I had to pause for a second to remember what my life was. If I'm going to think of something and learn something, and then process that information again sometime in the future, then in one's eyes, you could see that as remembering. Okay, also, we do get to take the gunpowder now, which is great. Because we didn't really have an active item that we needed anyway. So this worked out fine for us. But if we're going to think of something, blah, 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 you're going to remember it. And remember is not... We don't have a verb that's to member something. However, we do have a word that's to dismember something. How many freaking definitions of member do we need? A member is somebody who is in something. To remember is to learn about something for another time, to bring that knowledge back into your head. Dismember is to just knock arms off people. These are three very, very different things that are in regards to members. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's go open. There's no chest to open. Do we want a Tommy gun? Probably not. Do I want some armor? I think there's a good chance I want all of the armor just to have it. And then I think you go Fight Saber to start. You hope it's not Belchick. It's Tank Boy. We actually are built relatively well for Tank Boy. We've got the flight. We've got many guns. I mean, this guy is literally a tank. I don't want to get cute about it. This guy has lots of HP. Unless they have nerfed him. Which I don't believe they have. This used to be my least favorite enemy. Oh, Lord. What have I done? Okay, hold up. Hold up. I accidentally, like, held on to the thing, and that made the recording go all kinds of buck wild. Give me a hot second here. No, 1920 by 1080 is not what I need. Oh, that looks and feels significantly better. That is my sincerest apologies for that one. That's what happens when you play in windowed mode, because your computer currently does not work with a second monitor because life is unfortunate. Okay, well, this is very, very bad. I do not see us getting out of this with a flawless. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. I do think I have to utilize this gun, which frightens me because I don't think this gun is very good. Yeah, we got hit. It's okay. Look, it's gonna take a lot to drag me away from. Oh, it's gonna take some time to get back in the swing of things. Now, by the end of our last Gungeon series, we were flawlessing bosses left and right. I mean, I had a couple times where I flawlessed every boss. Well, that's not true, actually. I don't think I ever did that. But we were playing well at the end of last series. And you know what? We're playing pretty well right now as well. We are in a position, we're going on to the 4th floor, which is where I would like to be. And frankly, we're making insanely good time as well. We're only 23 minutes into the video. We're on the 4th floor. Maybe the speeding up, walking through rooms has actually sped up the game. I did not necessarily think it would, but that would be sick as hell if I could make a Gungeon video that wasn't 50 minutes long every time we did a run. Maybe I'm just moving fast. Maybe I'm playing incredible out here. Officially the world's best Gungeon player, although I was also that in the last video. Needless to say, there's so many words in the English language that start with re that don't, like, it's not like the first time you notice something, you elise it. Just so that when you look at it later, you realize it. No, it realizes to see something. To acknowledge that something is actually what you think it is. Honestly, you want to talk about something that's hard for the English language and people that speak English? Try to be your own dictionary. Try to explain what a word is. And then you realize how dumb, like, 95% of our words are. Like, realize, I guarantee we have, like, 15 other words that are literally just realize. It's stupid. I mean, many of you know I'm a big fan of NBC's The Office. It's a pretty good show. I would recommend people to watch it. I tend to make a lot of bad references to it throughout my videos. But there's an episode where the one guy, Kevin... Everybody, pour one out for your homie Kevin. Demon Head's very good. Demon Head is very good for certain bosses. And I think that we could totally make that work. Also, Void Marshal is not as bad as it might look. It's just, it gives you carpal tunnel. So you gotta be a little bit cautious with it. Also, I will take the time to listen to you whine about nothing and everything all at once with that planar lead. We have a chance to actually get, like, everything but the Prime Primer, which is stupid. Or is there something on the 1st floor? I can't remember now. I think there might be something on the 1st floor that we obviously will not be getting. Do these guys actually deal no contact damage to you? My life is the biggest lie if those guys don't deal contact damage to you. I've been afraid of them for like 2 years. This is blowing my mind right now. Anyway, the English language it sucks. In the end, this is the moral of the story. We should annihilate English. Kevin from The Office, that's where I was. I was trying to. Well, here's a tip of advice for all of you budding YouTubers and just budding human beings that occasionally say words. Okay, to get yourself, if you ever forget where you're at in something, no, I do not want a bomb. That is just a bad item. If you, what the frick is that thing? Yeah, prototype that, man. Also, what the hell are these things? They got some little homing balls on top of their head. Yo, I thought you were gone. Okay. Are you dead now? No, you're over there. I've killed several things on top of you. Is that the end of you? Nope, still over there. I killed it. Okay. In a lot of ways, this super gun I got is almost better as a room clearer. And I know that sounds insane, but it allows you to take out those super tanky enemies really quickly, which I'm a big fan of. But anyway, Kevin from The Office, he decides the one day to start talking in the least amount of words possible, because he says that we're just wasting our time as human beings saying full sentences when you can understand what somebody is saying by just using minimal words. And you know what? I think that he might be onto something. Like, it's obviously done for comedic effect during the show, and many people tend to think that it is stupid because Kevin is considered to be a character that is not the brightest on the show. In fact, there are episodes where people create a prank on another person, thinking that he is a mentally challenged individual, which I do not promote. I think that is rude and wrong. But anyway, I think they're onto something with the whole I don't understand this room. Yo, kitty cat, I love you. I'd like you to not do that though. So is the trick that there's only one of them, and I keep on killing all of the counterparts of it? That does make logical sense now that I understand the situation. I'm telling you, 4th floor is one of the easiest floors in the game. I know that sounds insane, but we have had mad success. Also, we have had mad good chests on this run. And sadly just have not gotten good stuff from them. You know, we've gotten green chests, we've gotten legendary chests, and none of the actual items have been all that solid. We also have not been to our shop either. And the Charmed Horn, for those that don't know what it does indeed allow us to steal from the shopkeeper, which you should do sparingly. It's not a good idea to steal from people. This is just basic human goodness here. But we want to carry the arcane gunpowder. For those that don't know Gungeon, and I know that I said I was going to take the time to teach this game while I played it. We have to get, if you didn't see the last episode, we have to get, holy crap, 135 for that bad boy. I'm going to buy a key. I would like to buy a blank, but I don't think we have any more rooms. No, I'm just going to go. We need to build a bullet to kill our past. I hate this guy. And in order for us to do that, we have to collect a couple things. Oh, you suck. We have to collect a couple things. And one of those things, it's very dark. But one of those things is the gunpowder that we have sitting. Oh, you suck. Did they, like, buff this guy? I don't remember those shots being in the dark before. I really hate this guy. It's such a crappy boss. Like, of all of the 4th floor bosses, this guy might be my least favorite. He just has so many attacks. Like, there's so many attacks he can do. I might die I very well am going to die. Yeah, I'm dead. Wow. Ooh. High Priest, I was not prepared for in the slightest. You know what? I respect that. I respect that. I thought that was going to go significantly better than it did. But that's okay. I said, if we make it to the 4th floor, I'm happy for these first couple episodes. I gotta get back in the groove of things before I can super succeed. So that's gonna do it for today's episode. If you did enjoy, as always, hit the like button. Helps me out, lets you know that you're enjoying Gungeon. I'll see you in the next video. You have a good day. Bye-bye.